I'm sort of like a spiritual scientist, and I want evidence. Evidence is this perception, experience. But to get this evidence, I need faith. So I start off with hope, like a scientist, where I got, like a hypothesis. And I'm just like, okay, well, this scripture says the kingdom of heaven is within me. I hope that's true. And there's only one real way for me to figure that out. That is to experiment. I need to be a scientist, a spiritual scientist, and experiment. And that is where the faith comes in. And so through the prayer, through the meditation, through the fasting, I'm hoping to gather evidence that the kingdom of heaven is with me. Now, along this journey, I've experienced a lot of calmness, peacefulness, joyfulness, happiness, moments of bliss. I've seen stuff with my spiritual eye. I've been gathering evidence, all this. So, I've even had an out-of-body experience. And so it's a journey, this journey over to evidence. And my idea of the kingdom of heaven being within me is that essentially, I'll have a full-on experience of like going to what people call heaven. Kind of like when people have an NDE, a near-death experience, where like they say they went to heaven. That's kind of the idea that I have in my mind, that through the meditation, I can sort of have an NDE, a near-death experience. I know that sounds crazy, but that's sort of the idea I have around it, because I study a lot of the yogis, and a lot of the yogis, they leave their body and they're going to different dimensions, and they're essentially going to the heavenly realms. And so I have faith in what they're saying is true. And so I want to model after them and hopefully get a similar experience. Hopefully that makes sense. But hope doesn't really do much for me. It just keeps me on that side of the bridge. I have to experiment with faith like a mad spiritual scientist. Just kidding, a happy spiritual scientist. Until I get that concrete perception, evidence, experience.